Here are 5 more decluttering and organizing tips. These will be tips 81 through 85 in a series of 100 that I am recording and posting on this channel. Welcome to Efficiency and Organization, where we talk about everything having to do goals, good plans, systems, having strong time management skills so that way you can achieve and accomplish a lot more in your busy life. So, tip number 81. Instead of having cabinets in the garage, if you can consider other ways of organizing some of the things that you have stored there. So, I'm thinking some metal posts would be good, or plastic posts, places that are not necessarily covered, like as in cabinets, but places where you could store some of your stock items like the toilet paper, paper towel, cleaning supplies, soaps, shampoos, Q-tips, things like that. So think of how you can reorganize your garage where there's enough space to store everything, but at the same time be able to fit your vehicles in there. Next, if you have old awards, medals, certificates, at some point you want to part from them. My suggestion is to take pictures of them and then get rid of them, because in time these add up and they're just taking room for nothing. So I even had an award. I had an award that was sitting up on the shelf, and I said, you know what, enough's enough. How many years am I going to keep this for? So I took a picture and I got rid of it. That's it. The less clutter I have, the less I have to clean, the less distraction. My eyes are not going here and there, and I'm getting distracted on things I don't need to get distracted by. Next, sometimes we store items simply because they're too large to put in the dumpster and we don't know how to get rid of them. What you can do is call your city, call the waste management people. So the way we have it set up is I can call 4 times a year and they can come free of charge and they can take larger items. Recently, we had big pieces of wood that were sitting in the garage we weren't using. We had an old bike we weren't using that was just completely worthless. We had an old vacuum cleaner that we didn't know what to do with. It was just sitting there for no reason. So we got rid of those things. So we can call the city 4 times for these larger items and they can come pick up, as long as each trip there's 5 items or less, and we have to let them know what the items are. Your refrigerator door. I know that a lot of times we have things, just papers and pictures, that are cluttering the refrigerator door. Think about realistically what you can get rid of. Having a nice clean refrigerator door is just looks and feels so much nicer in the garage. So if you have a ton of papers, pictures, store them somewhere else, scan them, save them on your computer, open up that space. Even like those things that we use, the magnets, you don't need those. You don't need 50 million of them. Get rid of them or donate them. For dirty clothes, make it a rule in your house that dirty clothes, as soon as they are off of your body or your family members' bodies, they need to immediately be taken and put in one location. So for me, I have my laundry room and I have the bins there. That's where they go. The reason I'm saying this is because, especially with teenagers, clothes come off and they're just on the floor. Clothes come off on the floor. And you want to teach them good habits. You don't want them to be cluttered like that and messy like that. So as soon as dirty clothes come off, they need to make it a rule to bring it and put it in a design location that you have wherever you keep your hampers. All the videos on these topics up to now, tip 80, are going to be shared in the description of this video that you can check out. And I will do the next series very soon to share with you. Till next time, I'll catch you in the next video.